Hi everyone, it's Mary with a passion for paper. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at some lovely little neutral journals that I will be listing soon in my Etsy shop, along with some other lovely ephemera that I have been working on today and the last couple of days. So again, I am on Instagram as a passion for paper and Etsy, a passion for paper shop, and I'll link those below. So first up, I'd like to go ahead and just show you these. I have three adorable little journals here, and let me just give you the dimensions. This one is approximately 4 inches across and 4 inches up and down, so just about a little square. And on the cover, what I did was I coffee dyed some hand-torn fabric, and then I laid a stencil over it, sprayed it with more coffee dye, and have the word Paris with a little bit of lovely lace and trim and just some book page. This is just fun little simple journal, and it's got a variety of papers in it. This first one here, we have English language book page with a lovely shading of patina there and some kids art paper. This is coffee dyed and tea dyed paper with some grungy looks. This is a lovely little sewn embellishment. This is an image from Poole Designs Lady in White, one of my favorite kits from Poole. And then here we have a lot of lovely messy threads from some stitching on the back page, and also here just for this little pocket, and a couple of lovely little journal cards from HoneyRuthDesigns, and I'll also link her Etsy shop below. Those are on cardstock. Here we have another tea dyed, coffee dyed page with some stenciling. That's from a tablecloth. This is white acrylic paint that has been stenciled on some, oh, I just see the word passions. How appropriate. A passion for paper shop. This is French book page with some white acrylic paint, and just love the way this grungy edge comes out, and hand-torn paper, grunged up a bit. We have a lovely pamphlet stitch here, 2-hole pamphlet stitch with a bow tied off in the center. Just again, cute tiny little pages. So you can see these smaller pages are definitely not the same as the 4x4. This one's about 2.5 by 3.5. So variety of sizes of papers inside this cute little journal. And again, white acrylic paint there, some beautiful stenciling, lace, coffee dyed paper, some more of these delightful images from HoneyRuthDesigns. They're just white cardstock on the back, so you could back them with coffee dyed paper if you prefer, or just leave them as is. They're just a lovely vintage looking images there. We have some book page here. This one is in English. A little bit of sewing here, and some more coffee and tea dyed paper, a little bit of that craft paper, the rest of that book page scrap, and then you can see the outline here of what was sewn onto the back cover. This is a lovely image that I received from my sister in a happy mail, and some trim and just a little backing of coffee dyed paper there. So you can see just a nice little spine. It's just a thin, tiny little adorable journal. This will be available in my Etsy shop. This one has 16 pages total, 32 fronts and backs, counting the cover. And then next up, I'd like to just share this one with you. So This is another fun little journal size. This one's about almost 4.5 by 5, and not quite a half. So 4.5 by almost 5.5. And that is all the way out. Here you can see this is a shorter page here. The cover is one of the Poole Designs kit from Lady in White. I love this book page. This is a French book page, Madame Bovary, one of the classics. And then we have more of this beautiful grungy coffee and tea dyed paper that I love to dye coffee and tea dyed paper. In fact, pardon my fingers if they're a little stained, because I had I'm filming this on Saturday, and I was home from school yesterday for a snow day, and so I was doing a bunch of coffee and tea dyeing and avocado dyeing. So lots more papers are drying. So here is another beautiful French book page. Love these. They have a glorious patina around the edges. And these I put in a lot of my smaller booklets that I sell in my Etsy shop as well. This is a lovely French digital from Ruby and Pearl, and I have coffee and tea dyed this. So it has a lovely color on the back. It's not white on the back. This has been coffee and tea dyed along with all of the other sheets in here. This is, again, beautiful grungy. This is a little piece of that French document digital that's been coffee dyed. Again, really delightfully grungy colors on that page. And you can see like every page basically is a slightly different shade because I do so many different batches. We have a 2-hole pamphlet stitch with embroidery floss, and again, gorgeous grunginess here. You can see some shading from the tea bags. That's why I do like to do mixes of coffee and tea together, because it really helps bring out those grungy shades and markings and patina. Love how they come out. This is a really nice grungy one with a bit of a nice shabby chic tear here. And this is quite a light one. This is the other side of that French document. Beautiful handwriting on those old documents. I just love looking at them. More grungy, other side of the French book page. And really nice grungy there. And that's the end. Oop. Not quite. I like to balance all the different papers, have them going in all different directions. This is the back. Love that beautiful image from the Lady in White kit of Poole design. So this one is the 24 pages, so 48 front and backs. And then here's the last journal that I'm going to share with you today. And this one is the biggest one, about 4.5 by 5 3/4. So very similar to this one, but slightly larger. Now this one's a little bit more embellished on the cover. I did put here a, this is vintage wedding dress that has been coffee dyed, sewn onto this cover, which is made out of coffee dyed artist paper. Then I have a tea bag here, which is pretty cool looking. And this is some glorious vintage lace. I kind of was hoarding, but I am using a slight piece here. I just love that beautiful French lace. And this is a little Paris label. So inside I have a whole bunch of messy threads. I just love these shabby chic messy threads. If you don't like them, you can always clip them off. I just think they are so fun. This is a beautiful stamped image of the Eiffel Tower. that I got. Believe it or not, I found it at a thrift shop. I was so excited because I love France. I love all the French things. I have a million Eiffel Towers in my studio. I'll have to, I'm planning to do a video tour of my studio, and I think that would be fun to share. Getting ahead of myself. This is again stenciling on music sheet with the coffee dye, and here's more of that. Another beautiful Madame Bovary French book page, vintage. Some more coffee and tea dyed papers. This one has another lovely lace tablecloth pattern. And these tablecloths are made out of plastic, so you can use them over and over again as when you spray the coffee dye on them. And again, I love these French documents. This one's from Ruby and Pearl. I purchased this a while ago before I had built up my own collection, so really enjoyed using those here. And you can see some more lovely shading on that page. This is another French book page and has really small little writing on there. And then we have some more coffee and tea dyed paper, another French book page. This one I tore the edges just to make it that nice shabby chic look. And some more coffee dyed, tea dyed papers. This is a lovely page out of a French dictionary, and I love the little illustrations in there. I have some of these pages left. I've been kind of parceling them out because even though the dictionary was huge, when I first bought it, I sold a bunch of these in sets, and then I started getting pretty low on it, and I said, oh, I better stop selling them in big sets. I was selling them, I think, 30 or 40 pages at a time, and went through a lot of them. So now I'm selling them just 5 pages each inside of the kit of my French junk journal kit. So there's a bunch of other pages. There's a bunch of other French book pages, but this I had to kind of slow down on that because I'm almost out of them. So I'll have to go back out and start looking some more. I have a couple of great bookshops that I was gonna say near me, but they're not super near. I do have to kind of load up and take a little journey over there, but they're within an hour, I'd say. Just under an hour, and I like to go there every so often and get more, and I'm hoping to find another one. The last time I went, they didn't have any, but I have purchased several beautiful old books and French books at that shop. But this is some really beautiful old French papers, book sheets here. You can tell the paper is very thick. And I mean, it almost looks like rag paper, but I don't think it is. I think it might be linen or something. It's just really beautiful and thick. It's different than the, smaller pages from the paperback books. So we have some more pages here. This is the other side of that dictionary page. That's Larousse French dictionary, and some really nice grungy looks on that one. More French book page. Here we have a little fold out, more French book page. Just wanted to give you a really good look. This has got a little bit of a tear and a fold, so they're very shabby chic, grungy, very fun little plain booklets, pretty much like a thicker booklet or a small journal, whatever you want to call them. They're just perfect for decorating. So if you want to have a handmade journal that you could then personalize and decorate with all your own delightful things, this is that thicker artist paper. This is just regular copy paper, and this one is like that children's writing tablet. So it's a little thicker than the copy paper. So just a variety here. This one has 34 pages, so 68 front and backs. And you can kind of see the width of each one. They're pretty adorable little tiny journals, or, you know, very thick booklets. I don't know, whatever you want to kind of call them. But I just thought they would be fun. And I'm going to be listing those in my Etsy shop. Then I just want to share some of these wonderful clusters. These I just made today. The other booklets, journals I have made before, and they were just sitting in a basket getting ready for me to list, and I need a little jump start to get motivated to list them. So that's why I thought, let me just do a video on those. But these are hot off the press. I just made these today. I was sewing around these images, and I'm in love with these beautiful vintage ladies I have received. They are Odulcina digital kit, Monochromatic Mlles, and I will link her Etsy shop below that carries these beautiful digitals. They work so well with the shabby chic look that I love doing. These are on artist paper, so it's a little thicker. I have some embossed paper, music sheet, some different laces, and I just had so much fun putting these together. So they come in different sizes. You can see this is actually the same image. One is printed slightly larger than the other, and that all comes on the same kit. So that's one of the things I really like about this kit, is that they come in different sizes. So this is like around 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, and the smaller one is about 1 1/2 by 2 1/2. So really lovely images. Let's see, here's another one that I put under this lace peekaboo, and this is on an index card. These are on artist paper with some French book page and cheesecloth. I love this one. The colors are just gorgeous. I did a little distress inking around the edges, and I will put some of these in my Etsy shop, but some of them I'm going to save for my journal, my next journal that I'm working on. So I'll decide probably tomorrow which ones are going to go in the Etsy shop. I love how grungy this one is on the back. So it's almost like you want to clip this somewhere, use it where you could still see the back, because that's really beautiful grunginess. So these beautiful clusters, I will be grouping some together and selling some in my Etsy shop and saving some for the next journal. So you'll be seeing some here. Oh, and this is just a cute little tiny cluster. And this one I liked as well. I have to figure out where I got that little label from, and then I just put it on here like a sample card, even though that doesn't say sample. And then this was another one of Odulcina's beautiful images, and I backed her with this lovely coffee dyed pattern that I did with some coffee stenciling. So thank you so much for coming to view my channel today, and I really hope you found some inspiration here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks for watching.